Yep, and knife round definitely very vital if we're talking about train. Right here on cobblestone, it's not going to be as important, but definitely also important. It's always, even if the knife round doesn't matter a lot, even when the map is completely balanced and one side does not have an advantage, it's still very much worth it to win it. Because then you get the comfort that you're on the side that you picked, that you feel better on, and that's how it goes. So overall, the psychological aspect in gaming is huge. Just completely outstandingly huge. Now we're gonna get to see Reason Gaming on the CT side, eSuba on the T side. Good luck, have fun, content from both the teams. Then let's go.
Now let's go is what we're seeing right now. Reason on the CT side. They can come up with something. Let's take a look how they will come up with the defense, because eSuba are already pretty much out of that. Haltlum is there, and he finds free. Blue, Hanky, and Akko are out of this round and out of this world with beautiful headshots from the USPS and eSuba. They need to rethink their strategy if there wouldn't be Caparzo.
Well, Cinder to get the 2 last kills to close out this round, and Reason Gaming will have a tiny bit of an advantage right off the bat. And I was about to say that they do not have a single defuse kit, so with eSuba taking control of that connector, it could have been real risky, just opening themselves up one side to leave one guy in that connector, do not allow the enemies to pass and plant the bomb, just exhausted the time. It would have been good enough. But right now, once again, we do get to see something that we saw on the T side of TTFU when they lost the pistol. And they went for deagles and a scout with Kevlar. That's exactly what we get to see from eSuba here.
Oh, and there we start off. Hanky finds Thomas, and exactly, this is not what you want to have as Reason Gaming. I'm more likely to say that Caparzo is in the money with both of those things, so that is going to be really, really interesting. And let's take a look how this will work out for them. There comes Thomas, nice shot. Because he was like, dude, how do you even hit that with the deagle? And now Hanky, he's still leading that charge, and he's about to come onto that B side in a matter of seconds. All players are just collecting, and now it's time. Just make the call, and you're good to go. Let's see how this B side will be turned down, or probably won't be.
Now 2 HP only on that guy on the plat. Alco's gonna find a kill to there. Hanky gets rid of Brian. What the hell is happening right here all of a sudden? There we go, though. The one in the back of the site, the one CT that survived, the one that nobody spotted. He's cleaning it all up, and Hoolum now joins the fray also. And a 1v2 can be really tough for Freddy, but he only needs to hit Scott one single time with that deagle. Should not be as hard to do. Will he see his head through that flower pot? Nope, not happening. And Hoolum to get that last kill for himself. 2-0 in favor of Reason Gaming. And once again, I feel like eSuba have some good ideas in the beginning of the rounds. They have the pace, but then they slow down and just get annihilated.
Yeah, this annihilate is a little bit of a harsh word in such a round. I wouldn't say they were annihilated, but on the other hand, it just didn't work out as expected, pretty much, you could say. Let's take a look at that. Let's be real.
Yep, that's Karma Panga for you, getting a double kill once again. And I said that he might be the pillar of the team. And he indeed this far is. A little bit of a team assist out there from eSuba also isn't going to help at all. And Enki around the corner trying to surprise, but he's not going to surprise Thomas at all when he doesn't even hit the shot. So 3-0 for Reason Gaming it is. The CT's feeling quite good, I have to say. They must have some smiles on their faces, but not too big, as it's just the beginning of the game, and you still have to be pretty much afraid of eSuba. You can clearly see what they're doing on that force bite that they've gone for. They were able to rack up quite a bit of kills for themselves. They nearly won the round, so Reason cannot let their guard down. Oh, Thomas isn't going to hit the shots. The flashbang was perfect. Now, though, he's going to get another one, another shot fired at least, but this one is a little bit more accurate, as he's not blinded anymore. But the smoke flying straight towards the chicken coop, in my opinion, a little bit over the top as there's nobody out there anymore. They already killed the guy inside of there. Cinder turns around only after the bomb gets planted, but he should have figured out a little bit earlier where Caparzo would be planting it, as that's a suicide mission for him. Hoodlum though to finish off Caparzo. Back to 2-on-2. Let's see, he's completely blinded though, so they have to exhaust a little bit of that timer in order to be able to retake the site effectively. Karmapanga already breaking through to the chicken coop, and right now the smoke is not out there. The AWP is picked up, but eSuba, no, they cover that position from the very first to the very last second of the round, and I felt like sometimes they paid a little bit too much attention to it, but it paid out.
Yeah, and that pretty much outpaid, like however you want to call it, brought them for, at least for the first one, reason. Oh, look at Cinder. That investment is just lovely. I love to see that auto shotgun, and usually, you know, XM10, Mech 10 is Mech 7, of course, excuse me. Mech 7 is the thing, right? No shotgun is better than the Mech 7. But when you go for auto and dropper, it could work out so well.
And after all, on this map, there are quite many places you can hide yourself in with a shotgun, so it definitely could be quite nice. Thomas with a double kill with the AWP. This time he does not make mistakes, but also he's not blinded by the enemies at all. The XM guarantees 1 kill. That's $900 for use, and they're very happy with that already. But then on long range up against Freddy, it's not going to be so easy. And Freddy about to pick up the bomb. Is he going to plant it though? Because I feel like this should be his idea for now. 1v3 could be real hard to do it. And yeah, he's finally gonna die. So one single round taken by eSuba, and now not even a bomb plant. The money situation is bad, to say the least.
Yeah, you sum it up right now. The money situation is bad. And Henke and the rest are affording some utility. They're affording some pistols. 4 of them actually having armor, and I see those guys having the possibility to say, let's get onto this. Let's get into this more likely. Because a good take with good smokes might be very successful. Let's take a look right now. Thomas needs to be the one who holds it off, finds one, and now he's flashed. No, the tack doesn't do any damage now, and here comes... Yeah.
He's able to still get another kill before his death, though. Completely blinded. He didn't know that 2 people were right in front of him. That could have been a double. That could have been a triple combiner even. Cinder to turn around. Caparzo even from behind wasn't able to take him down. Thomas, the only victim here on the side of Reason Gaming. And man, how wrong are we this far with the predictions? TTFU losing quite one-sidedly, although it was not a stump by far. To Hop Esports. Now, right here, Reason Gaming kicking it off so well against eSuba, who you were expecting to do very fine.
Yeah, but who does not expect? Let's be real for a second. You know, all the memes aside, Reason Gaming, their team structure is not existent for a while. The UK team comes from all around the world, and I just feel somehow that eSuba should be winning this 24/7. There's no way you're losing against Reason Gaming, and this is what's happening right now. Once more, this should be the 6-1 on the board easily for Reason Gaming. Because take a look at the buy from eSuba. It's basically suicidal what they're doing. Freddy, for some reason, finds Cinder, though. Now it's just up to Cray to not be taken down in the close range. Gets one, a little too aggressive there. He gets his punishment. Like 3 and 4 as well for Blue.
Right now, Parza down to 20 HP. Henke still missing a weapon out there. It still looks real tough for eSuba, but I feel like it is doable. At least until the point they lose their weapons and vital people in vital places. They do have the bomb on their backs though, so it's not the end of the world. Caparzo's got a little bit of map control, but now Karmapanga just hears people running right next to him, and he doesn't even have to take care of all of them because Thomas picks up one guy with the AWP right in front of his nose. And now he finds the other 2. Caparzo coming in from the sidewalk. He was supposed to be the surprise, the guy to flank the enemies, but yeah, that's how it ends.
That's pretty much how it ends. And eSuba can once more go in and say, yep, we're affording those AKs, let's do something, let's bring it back. And what I was always missing also at the first season of Legend Series was the tactical pauses those semi-pro teams were taking. Because I usually think when you're down massively and a 6-1 is still alright, but when we go like something 8-1 or so, you seriously gotta take a break, you seriously gotta talk, and you seriously gotta consider, okay, Where do we start? Where do we come back into this match? And how do we adapt? So far, eSuba, I mean, it's just 6-1. But there needs to be something done if they don't win this round.
Surely eSuba are getting into a little bit of a disadvantage out here. Karmapanya once again wins a battle. Down to 2 HP, but he's fine. He's survived. And just like that, he can fall back, call for a little bit of support from the rest of his team. Thomas with an easy kill. What the hell was that, Freddy? And you have to expect that. When the AWPer is on that bomb side B for like 5 rounds in a row, you have to know that he's going to be somewhere out there. And with him switching the positions, there's always a possibility he'll be playing aggressively. At least a refrag comes through. Only a shot through the wall has reached Henke.
And there they come. And here they come, Cinder. Oh god, eSuba getting decimated left, right, and center. Akko finds 1. Akko finds 2. Okay, maybe a third, but nope. Cinder finally takes him down. And what we need to talk about is this guy, Thomas. I mean, he has a 12-5 scoreline, which is highly leading in his team. And so far, he played just at the end of 2016 in a UK team called Sex. And this is pretty much all the information we're getting. He's 19 years old, but with that kind of age, he delivers a good UK talent, definitely.
So there we go, 7-1. That's where it usually gets tough. It's not even a 4x4 eSuba, so probably we're going to get to see 8-1. And then, if the Czech team does not do anything, we can already call the first half over. Now, oh, great double kill for Blue. They lined up for him, but it's the only thing that he gets. He doesn't get to pick up any weapons. Caparzo, I don't think he's also going to get the opportunity to jump out of that window out there and unnoticed
he does
actually sneak through. He does. Thomas is going to get picked up. AWP's picked up. Caparzo, I know that he's a great AWPer, but also the time was slightly running out on him and he just wanted to get that bomb down. But that's not what's going to work against Karmapanya.
Yeah. This is already the first half being decided for Reason Gaming. This is already it for eSuba, but they can't take this half in any manner, in any way. There won't be just to say, yeah, I mean, we took the first half. Not happening, eSuba. And this is where it will get problematic, because a map like Cobblestone in general, it's not that unfavorable for them. In the past 3 months, they have only played it twice, and they got a 50% win chance, so they won it once, they lost it once. I somehow feel that this is not the way that it should go for eSuba.
Oh man, Reason Gaming, they just have to limit the mistakes in this round and everything will be perfectly fine for them. 8-1 is the scoreline and eSuba have the last full buy that will really matter in this half. If they lose this, they already lost the half. They will just be fighting to limit the damage, so to speak. There's Cinder.
Yeah, there we go. There once more. Pretty much go for Reason Gaming, finding a great entry, while eSuba has to suffer from time pressure. Gray and Cinder, they're going for one after another. Bye-bye, eSuba. This is horrific, this is tremendous, and this is just not nice to see if you're a fan of the Czech-Slovakian squad. And we had it about them. We had it especially how they were performing in last Legend series. And now we're seeing this again.
Oh man, it's really tough. We're gonna get to see a pause also from eSuba to try and figure out what the hell the mistakes they're making are, but overall, Reason Gaming, just most of all their sniper really seems hard to overcome. And many a times he was even blinded by the flashbang, but I feel like eSuba are not always paying attention to the right places they should. And also, the funny fact is that when he goes aggressive, they don't realize there's a possibility of that happening. So they lost 2 people, or 1.5, I should rather say, because that was just a tag with the AWP, but it was enough to weaken the lineup completely, because they felt very comfortable at the entrance to Plat, and always You have to be worried about that. You have to take care out there. There's many times that CT's just tossing a smoke out there. Somebody peeks with the M4 or even rushes through that smoke. While they don't pay attention to it at all when it's for like round 6, round 7. It's surprising to me that they don't pay attention to such simple details.
Yeah, and those simple details very, very often matter. eSuba go for that kind of buy. We see they're still on the break. And now it is pretty much where it matters. Because you see teams often taking a break when their next round is going to be an eco or a force. And then they can come up with the next one, a really good strategy or a really good take. But so far, this is the round where they have to show how good they are. This is the round where they have to show what they're capable of with that utility. And with those guns, it could get a little problematic. Their economy, 3 of them have $0 on the bank. Nothing. eSuba is pretty much left if they lose this one. And let's see how this will go for the Czech-Slovakian squad. Because reason they know how to play the B side, they know how to play the A side. And how is the adaptation from eSuba going?
Oh man, Caparzo still with that Galil. The grenades are not looking perfect, and as I mentioned, the previous round was supposed to be the only, the last full buy that would matter. Right here, we're not necessarily even seeing such a consistent full buy, but there's still a possibility, and they always have to grab these chances if they hope to still achieve something in this match.
Yeah, this match goes just downhill from start to finish right now. eSuba only have picked out one, and that was the 4th round where they were kind of successful. They couldn't adapt and they couldn't connect to that one victory. Thomas makes his way back, rotates over to the B side. 4 are now there, and this could be just that window of opportunity for eSuba.
2 HP only on Cinder, and that's also got to be real motivating right there. But they of course don't know that. They don't know how heavily he tagged is, but they definitely know he's got to be somewhat low on HP. Karmapang, yeah, trying to escape the people coming in from the sidewalk, but he also turns his back to Blue at the same time, which I feel like was a huge mistake. Thomas also positioned on bomb site A. That's something that we're not seeing so often right here. Cinder very low on health, but Blue runs out of ammo and does not really hit these shots. And in the meantime, Cray takes care of the bomb site. Cray is going to run down Blue, but Blue's going to get a headshot. Cray not really consistent. He was pushing him down, running straight towards him, and at the last moment, he actually hesitated. And that's given Blue enough time to recover and aim straight at him.
Yeah, and this is the moment where all those eSuba guys can say, hey, thank you very much, by the way, Blue. You got us this round. You got us on to the way to our second. Let's see if Reason will stop it right now. If they say, okay, you had a little bit of fun. Let's get back to the serious business. And Thomas starts up. We've taken down Freddy. The Czech player has nothing more to say in this round. And just 15 seconds passed. And we're already here at that point again. Man advantage onto the UK team. And there's a lot of opportunities left for eSuba. They have 2 smokes. Flames. Now they have even 3 smokes back onto Caparzo. But the options are minimized by having 1 player less.
Yeah, and the options are also minimized with the feeling, with the realization that they just won a round and their economy is once again just going to be completely broken if they lose. That could paralyze them. And also, I feel like it was maybe not accidental, but definitely something that is very hard to repeat. Blue getting a quad kill. He's not going to get a quad kill every single round. You cannot just depend on one single player on your team.
Yeah. And I mean, we had it before the game. We had how much Hanky is actually that key player. It was this time Blue who did it. But you can't, as you said, you can't only rely on one guy to do all the work. And this is how it looks pretty much right now. Cinder finds Blue. Everything is going downhill. And in 1 second, Caparzo will come around that corner. Scott is ready, and he finds Hanky. Does not get the second one. And there's 1 player on wood. This is where it could get interesting now as we're back to the 2v2.
Wow.
And Reason needs to come up with something.
Happy. He's not going to spot out Cray just yet. Cray earlier on was able to get 1 single kill, but then he hesitated. This time, he will be reassured by Hoodlum coming in from behind, and that's the first kill taken by him. And he also backstab Alco, so no need for Cray to actually act in this round even. picking up some better weapons, aka AWP, defusing the bomb, of course, both of them having defuse kits. So indeed, eSuba will get their economy crushed, but not instantly. So yeah, it's a little bit delayed, it's a little bit dampened by the bomb being planted. So they still have the tiny bit of a bonus, but they're still around 3,000 at most.
10 double digits is already onto Reason Gaming, and this is where it gets concerning right now, as this eSuba can only afford 2 players with armor. Fred and Akko, they need to seal the deal, but probably they won't, because as we see right now, the morale, the momentum, everything is just not working out. And let's see, that smoke might hold him off, but it could be also eSuba not carrying. And here they go, it's only up to 1, and Tom is missing. That is crucial. Cinder.
Oh!
No, where are the shots coming from, though?
That is a great shot out there, the second kill. The bomb is going to get planted too. Blue is pretty low in health, and he's now going to get run down. Hoodlum to get that kill. Cray also prepares himself for the other people, and the lack of weapons picked up, I feel like, could be a problem for eSuba right now. Both of them being pretty low in HP. A little bit of a fake. Akko spotted out. Very, very low, but still alive, though. And Cray is going to want to run him down while the other guy is right next to him. Actually, Cray loses a lot of HP himself, and running around these boxes, I feel like with a pistol sometimes it is a lot better, but you also have to take into account the possibility of spraying down with that M4, which was not done by Cray, so he risked a lot.
Yeah, and that risk, I mean, bye-bye, pretty much. Bye-bye. Not, okay, bye-bye is a little much. But how will eSuba return from this? I just have that feeling that you can, even if you get 5 right now, I just feel that there will be no big possibility for the eSuba guys.
Okay. 10-3 it is. 10-5 even if we get to that score. eSuba on the CT side. Actually, I feel like it could be okay. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, I know how Cappy is an amazing AWPer, and there definitely is a possibility for him to dominate the defense. But they have to survive. They have to get to that defense with some doors still opened. Because if they lose the 2 remaining rounds, there's not going to be much for them to be done. But with Reason Gaming not having much money, it's almost guaranteed that they're going to get at least 1.
Yeah. Just, you know that feel. I'm just going to describe it like this. You know that feeling when you see kids play football, and there's that one kid who somehow is not possible of passing the ball or anything, and then he gets that lucky punch, scores a goal, and everyone is happy. This is how I feel eSuba could be right now. Do you get my metaphor? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, I'm not quite sure if I went off at one way or so, but if you know what I mean, then I'm cool.
Alrighty then. Just Kampfanger will be playing with a Kevlar helmet and the 5.7. All the rest decide not to buy up anything. Freddy is not even spotted out right here. Should be at least 1 single good kill for him for free, but he might be running out of ammo real quickly, and that's a team kill from Cray, unfortunately enough. But Thomas is going to secure the edge and pick up the valuable weapon that the CTs simply don't have walking into this round. But still, 1-man lead remains in favor of eSuba. Bomb's gonna get planted on the other half of the map, and Reason Gaming are not even making the effort to show up right here, so they're not gonna be there to retake it, to defuse it, to find some exit kills even quickly enough.
Yeah, and Reason Gaming going for that last round where it counts. Number 15 will be the one he needs to go for. And really interesting, Cinder's positioning. Yeah, he has no armor, so he can go for that. Tries to find some exit frags, maybe tries to find anything, but eSuba is evacuating from the totally different angle, so no frags for him, except he looks for that aggression. Cinder finds nothing, a P250 thrown away, but that's no biggie.
Well, 1 more round remains in this first half, and I don't know whether this opportunity is going to be good enough for Reason Gaming because they're still missing quite a bit of money right there. And yeah, Kamapang counted it well enough. So after buying up the 5.7 with the Kevlar and helmet, he's got a full set of grenades, Kev helm, the fuse kits, and an M4 in here. Cray's going to have a UMP-45, but other than that, they don't lack much. One man's going to be boosted on the tree, and that's Thomas. But this time, he doesn't have an AWP, so it might be a little bit more tricky. And stacking up bomb site B quite heavily, it feels like it could be a good idea, because for now, eSuba only come up close to this site in particular. But will they be able to hit their shots? Usually they got the advantage because they got a kill before eSuba were able to act. Usually it was hard for eSuba to spot out the enemies, to find out where the right positions were. And actually, yeah, here's exactly what happens again. eSuba just run in and they're looking left and right. They don't necessarily know where the shots are coming from. And when they finally realize where they have to aim, they're already dead. Blue all alone. Earlier he was able to get a quad kill, but this time it would require an ace to still clutch this round and guarantee the 5th round for eSuba.
And that ace is pretty much close to impossibility. We'll need to go out of dropper first of all, and then the question, does he meet with Cray? Next question, does Cray hit? Oh, Crow gets a little bit of a problematic scenario. At 33 HP are left on that eSuba player. Comes out right now. Hodlum says, welcome to my show. And that is the frag from him. 11-4. And eSuba needs to definitely pick up that pistol round if they want to stay in that game, pretty much.
No, man. Looking real interesting. A little bit of... and I mean, you actually said it before we kicked off with the match. Like, there will probably be upsets. And there we are. They still continue. And
but I don't feel comfortable with it. I'm an underdog guy. I love underdog teams, but you know, I don't want it to happen in the end. It's surprising when it happens, and Reason, it's just about a terrorist side where we can perform up. One player staying there in the middle, that is Caparlo. If they take him down, if he does not find anything with that USPS, that is going to be RIP. eSuba, welcome to that Reason Gaming show. There comes the Molotov from Scott, perfectly executed. Cray finds Akko. It is the rotating player already getting down. And take a look right now. Caparzo finds 2 with blue, but bomb plant is going to happen definitely.
Oh well, 3-on-3, bomb planted. Blue knows exactly where the one guy from Reason will be. Should have got his back and he missed so many shots. And Thomas was not looking the right way, unfortunately, so he also does not get anything out of it. But finally dies. Cray and Hoonlam, they get the kills and Blue's down to 14. That's happened way too quickly, in my opinion.
Oh god, and there comes Blue being taken down. Ouch. Ouch, 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 because we see Reason Gaming now have everything they're looking for. They're getting that money, they're getting the guns, and eSuba is going to be like, what shall we do at this point? What shall we do? And it's up to them to make something happen with the pistols. We see deals on the board from the Czech-Slovakian team, but I personally don't see this happening. I just see Reason Gaming coming through, saying, welcome, nice to have you around here. Hey, let's play some CSGO. And then they're taking this home, something like 16-8 or so.
Oh man, it's real tough for the Czech and Slovakian team in here, and eSuba with Kettleboard being replaced Onyx status, with them also Funny Newman before the team. Everyone is supposed to progress, everyone's supposed to go forwards, but at this stage, I don't know. Every single time we see them in our tournaments, they just don't seem to perform. And it's not really been a case only in the Legends series, but also in other tournaments that I casted. Most of the time, eSuba have just not been on point. While when I'm watching their matches and not casting them, they're doing quite fine. Overall on the record, not so bad.
Maybe you're the course, you know?
Oh, I don't know.
The curse, I mean, I'm sorry, you know, maybe you're that curse on eSuba they never got rid of. Maybe they did something bad to you. But let's take a look. Caparzo finds one. This is all he's getting right now. Inconsistency with the deagle. Oh god, eSuba one at a time gets shut down. Akko and Freddy don't even have to get a 100 HP, and Reason are near to their 13th.
Yeah, so Freddy's gonna run into the shelter and just to get spotted out by Cray, though Cray does not pull the trigger quickly enough, and 3 HP only on Akko. Freddy's gonna pull off a hit shot and Cinder. And with the deagle, you can always sometimes just squeeze that bullet through. But it's not enough. It's not gonna dent the economy of Reason Gaming well enough. It's not really gonna give them a visible advantage. It's nothing too big. 13-4 we've got right here, and Reason still playing with some MAC-10, with some UMP-45, but just to rack up money when they're playing against pistols with no Kevlars, and it's got to be 14-4 already. Can you imagine that? And eSuba would have to win 12 rounds in a row in order to win without having to play an overtime.
No, it's... Ouch, there can Blue hit something, but in the end, 2 low HP players on the eSuba side without even armor. Really not the smartest move here by Cinder, but it should be Scott. It will take down Freddy in the matter of seconds. He rotates back and goes for the door. 8 HP still he needs to make a move, but Chicken Coop Hodlum should easily get that last player. Misses. Okay, this is where it could go downhill, but only 8 HP. Oh, now he has the AK. Now it gets interesting.
But still, can you believe that he's gonna clutch it? Oh man.
Nope.
Karmapanga actually pulled the trigger. He shot him down, and at the same time, Hoodlum was coming back, and he would have noticed him instantly. So, yeah, no luck at all.
And this is pretty much the eSuba round. There's nothing else than just this eSuba round. As we see, Hanky Blue, Akko Kapars, and Freddy are near the $0, near to being fully bankrupt. There's only one move Reason Gaming needs to take, and that is finding the right strategy. An easy B-take is not going to be in this time. Let's take a look at the aggression from Blue, who's getting into this. Oh, Blue. What are you looking for? Oh, there he goes.
Oh,
that is a beautiful start.
And Blue could even find some more if he's patient enough. Or if the enemies just don't expect him enough, because they're definitely going to be checking all the corners frantically right now, just not to be caught out by that kind of guy again.
Thomas wants to take the aggression into dropper, looks for anything he finds, realizes, okay, we got nothing. Let's take a look further. Because Holm, okay, he also gets taken down. Maybe this is the frags that we're looking for. Scott gets Caparzo. And it's only Akko who stays back onto the side. The rotation from Freddy comes in as well, but he has only the option to go over balcony. And Scott, oh, he takes a lot of information out of this.
No, Akko with one.
Oh,
Akko
no.
finds two, and he still got some ammo, but not enough apparently to beat down Cray. Cray down to 9 HP though. He might even go down to a round with that Mag 7 through the entire bomb site space, but after all, it was a P250 shooting at him, and it was the M4 of Henke's to take him down.
That was really ashameable. You know, how he didn't find that frack in the end was just awkward and weird, but that is how it is sometimes. Let's see how this will go, though, because I personally still don't see any real options for eSuba at this point. But maybe they can shut down Reason Gaming one by one. Just a little, you know?
So, there we are. The P90 to try and rush it down to end it as quickly as possible. Be a little bit more rough. It didn't work completely, but the AKs, good old AKs, as always do. Hoodlum is going to get taken out by Blue, though. And Blue, with that Mag 7, good push in the previous round. With the shotgun, he does fine. Always knows when to switch for that pistol, and is also quite skillful with it. Seems like a good skill set he's got out there, but now Thomas falls down and gets real complicated for Karmapanga. Down to 1v2, and it was such a dominant round this far for Reason Gaming. These problems are not supposed to exist.
Oh,
He's going to push out from behind the smoke, not diffusing inside of that smoke as Karmapanga might have thought. And it is going to be the 6th round for eSuba, and these guys are still alive.
Yeah, it pretty much is like a dead body. Gives a little bit of the last movement, but maybe this can be the revival of the Czechoslovakian guys. Getting some good guns on board. Reason need to see what they can work with, and the pistols are the only thing they can work with. And what's really interesting, when you take a look at eSuba, a lot of those players played back at Xtatus and now are playing at Xtatus again. We have guys like Devil and Monty. who are doing their work. They're also Zero played at least a map there on Xtatus, now plays for Hellraisers, if you don't know. So I personally see that the potential from eSuba in this game is lost. There would have been way more options and way more possibilities to take down Reason a lot earlier.
Okay, Blue. Show us the Mag 7 magic again. He gets 1 kill, and there was definitely a possibility to even find another frag very easily right after, but that's going to be taken away by Akko. Akko, who secured a triple this round. And yes, step by step, he's becoming a little bit more stable, I would say. A little bit more solid. These rounds look more convincing. But Reason Gaming will have their fall by yet again. And this, they were just a tiny bit off the last time from winning a round. Unfortunately, though, they wasted their entire advantage. And it turned into a 2v1 in favor of eSuba instead of Reason Gaming, who had a big lead in the very beginning of the round. But let's see again.
Let's see, because now eSuba are at least at half the point of Reason Gaming. The options are there, but they need to make consistent performance and a consistent play, especially. And Hodlum wants to take that mid control. Probably will meet Caparza in a second, but Caparza also needs to hit the shots, retreats over onto the A site. A little bit too dangerous for him, understandable decision. And I'm just waiting for another break to happen. Oh, that was brutal. That is Cinder taking down Blue. eSuba, man, disadvantage right now.
Yep, something that definitely Reason Gaming were looking for quite a bit of time. Something they felt so comfortable with in the first half, definitely. Caparzo with the AWP, and as I mentioned, I'm looking forward to seeing him thrive actually in here with it. But he's on bomb site A all alone, and if they actually not all alone, never mind. Akko's pushed down the middle a tiny bit. Henki in the back of the sights, and also coming in from the plat were additional people, but Hulum and Thomas were enough to deal with him. Now Caparzo is caught off by smoke, and he's able to decide to save up their weaponry. Thomas glows to death even through that door. That was a random spray really from Akko in there. Could not have expected anybody to be standing behind it.
Why would you save at this point? I mean,
Because
I understand
you have no money.
No, that's even a lie. You know, they're on a decent loser bonus. You have guys like Freddy who could drop, Akko can drop, and this is where it makes no sense. They allow Reason Gaming, whatever happens, to go onto 15, and this is where it gets a little bit, you know, this is where it gets dramatic for those guys. That is where it's just weird.
Yeah, alright, they would have enough money to buy an AWP because Freddy's got now 7,000, Akko also 6.
Yeah.
So yeah, what you're saying kind of makes sense, but on the other hand, they just don't want to lose whatever they've got right now. Going into a 2v5 is nearly a sure slaughter, so they weren't confident.
There was nothing to lose though. And
maybe that's what they lack also. No? Maybe that's the thing. Them not being confident overall in this match loses them a tiny bit.
Probably you're right. And let's take a look if eSuba can finish another round and can bring it maybe into overtime. The chances are very low. The odds are definitely against them. And that mid control from the UK team is so crucial. Let's take a look if Akko can even do anything about it, because he's looking at a totally different angle. Stenster on the hot flashbangs are coming onto the A site. First frag found, second frag found, and this is the way you start as Reason Gaming. Oh god, where is this leading to?
This might be leading to the end of this second match of the day, although still not yet over. eSuba might be able to clutch it, especially with Blue still alive. You never know what this guy could pull off. Caparzo still caught that AWP, but I'm pointing it out every single time, but not much just happens. Thomas's AWP was just so much more impressive. Cinder with a kill on Cappy, indeed, so he's not even going to pull the trigger on Blue all alone. One frag, but then when he jumps up, Cray's going to take care of him. So 16-7.